Looks lovely, doesn't it? But now I've got to clear all this up. But I'm prepared for it. I should be getting my vacuum cleaner out. Hello and welcome back to Woodhill Park. This is just a quick update really, just to mention Christmas and say Happy Christmas and wish you a Happy New Year, but also to tell you that I've got a special coming up next week, so watch out for an update next week which is going to be special, hopefully. So Christmas at Woodhill Park this year really does look like Christmas, and as you can see there's been quite a snowfall at the station and people are struggling to get to work. Santa's okay though. Santa's turned up with his sledge, with his reindeer pulling him. But saying that, it's all gone wrong for him because one of the runners on his sledge has come off, so he's called the RAC. But the RAC man doesn't know what to do about it because he can only repair cars. He's got no tools to repair a sledge. So the policeman's trying to work this out. What can we do with Santa? Hopefully he's brought presents for all the people in the station, as he's going to have a long stay. The snow is not getting any better. In fact, it's getting deeper and deeper. Santa might be in an open top vehicle, but somebody with an MG driving around with the top down in this weather, they must want their head examined. Santa decides to do a photo shoot, but the cameraman seems to be more interested in his assistant, possibly because she's more photogenic. Luck would have it though, the trains still continue to run in the snow, even though their timetable was hampered by the amount of snowfall. just thought I'd had a snowy effect this year. I bought some of this snow last year in the sale, and it's the stuff they use on model villages when you buy a model village in one of the Christmas sort of exhibitions or at your local nursery. And it's this stuff. If I put it in front, I don't think I paid much at all for it in the sales after Christmas. I just thought I'd give it a go, and it doesn't look too bad. The scale's a bit big, but from a distance it does give quite a good snowy effect. Plus it vacuums up alright, so I've got a vacuum, my little mini vacuum, and as long as I clean it out properly I can suck this up and put it back in a container and save it again for another year. I didn't do the whole layout, I thought that would be a bit silly. So beyond the station and where I've been filming there's no snow, but I just thought this added an effect, and hopefully you think it looks Christmassy. Oops, a bit more snow needed there. More vacuum up though. That looks better. Right, now I can film the 50 pulling away. I was filming this in a very unconventional manner. The camcorder was strapped to the bus as a weight to hold it down because it kept wanting to fall off the bridge while I was filming. Yeah, when you're filming you have to use anything to hand. But it's time to clear it all up now. I must admit, after producing this winter scene there is quite a lot of clearing up to do, but luckily I got my trusty miniature vacuum cleaner, and after cleaning it up and getting it ready to hold the snow, there won't be any contamination. I'll be able to just reuse this maybe next year. Right, it's virtually all cleared up now, and took some time. Managed to do it on almost on one charge of the vacuum cleaner. Was it a good idea? I don't know. It got everywhere, so I'll probably be finding bits and pieces of it for weeks. But yeah, it did look good, and it was a bit of fun. Just in case you're all wondering, yes, I am going to check all my locos over, make sure there's no bits jammed between the wheels or anything that's interfering with the mechanisms. So I'll give those a thorough going over to make sure that they're fine. This stuff is just flakes of sort of plastic really, so if it's going to get into anything it's probably going to insulate stuff. It could jam something up, so I shall look very carefully at my locos. It's not advisory to run locos through this stuff, but yeah, it looked the part though, didn't it? On closer inspection there was very little around the bogies of the locos, and if anything had stuck to it, it was just because of static, I think. But this Class 50 Hornby I shall be having apart soon anyway, as I want to replace the bogie towers, as this is an old version and has traction tyres, which I don't like, and also can inhibit conduction with the rails. So as I fitted it with a sound chip by Hornby, I want it to have good contact with the rails. Plus I bought this second hand and it's getting on a bit now. There's a lot of wear and tear, so it's mainly on the bogies, so replacing them will make a hell of a difference. I think there's one or two of these wheels that don't they're running freely, you can push them, so I think they're not actually driving as well, even though it doesn't seem to be hindered by it. But if I replace the bogie towers, that's going to put everything right. So that's the job I've got to do. Never ending, isn't it? Servicing as well as modelling. Yeah, just a little bit of behind the scenes footage of me clearing up the mess after this update. I'm going to carry on doing that, plus fix a few things that I knocked over and damaged filming this update. So I'll just say a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and see you again soon. And don't forget my special update coming next week. Bye for now.